The problem with a devil, a Satanist, is that they like to work behind people's backs. You know what I mean? Right there, they try to make me forget what I want to talk about. Exactly what I want to talk about, literally. That's the type of shit I was just telling you. How they like to do things behind people's backs. That type of shit right there. So that thing right there, that devil, it's something that it sounds like. I hear the name David a lot in Freemasons, Illuminati, Mr. T, and they created this thing, this computer or this thing that goes literally like it was created out of spoken words. They spoke it into existence. That they say things like, "Oh, we'll be there," but he won't be able to know, and no matter what he does, he won't know that we're there in front of him, but we'll be there. And they'll literally it'll feel like there's something inside, like not inside, but in front of me sometimes, or like right inside of my phone. Like when I touch my phone, it literally feels like they're right there inside the phone because they spoke it. They went and did like they go and they act like they could use the phones not act, they go and use some of the phones like features like the camera and stuff so they see me and stuff like that, or if not they could hear me because it has a mic and stuff like that, or they could interact with me when I'm holding the phone and stuff like that, right? Through the phone, you know me touching the phone not indirect directly touching the phone, but because they're like linked to the my phone from wherever they at, whether it's in the imagination, the digital side, they go and act like they could do certain things, or they try to do certain things, but it all depends on how I feel and if I allow them to mess with me. So first they gotta plant a seed. They gotta say something. They gotta like, or when I say something, or sometimes I'm thinking like, what if they're doing this, or what if they're doing that, or any minor concern or worry I may have, and they go, that's like a seed, and they go and quick like that devil thing goes and quickly tries to put that into motion, like or something through that negative that is not even a bad thing, but for it, that thing that they sent at me, it is something good for it because it's all about negativity for that thing. So the thing about Satanists is that they like to work behind people's backs. They don't want people to know what they're up to, what they're doing, so that they can continue doing it. You see what I mean? So they can abuse, so they could mess with people, all they want. They want to mess with people all they want. They want to be able to literally, they're all about negativity, complete negativity. And I mean, completely taken over by like the dark side, the negative side. So they want to be able to mess with whoever it is they're going at. It depends who it is they're messing with. Like sometimes if like me, they coming after me because I'm a threat to their whole operation. I exposed them. I know exactly what they are, what they do. I know all their tricks, their traps, how they are, what they do, what they will try. I know all of it. And because I'm such a big threat to them, to their operation, because I'm open about eliminating them. I want to eliminate the whole entire negative side of individuals. No negative individuals, no Satan, no Lucifer. That was them right there, literally. You heard someone say, "I," and I guess And it wasn't like they did anything. I just literally, when something happens sometimes and they act like they do it, but like when you're watching someone and you could see them, but they can't see you. There's certain things that like you could talk negativity into their life, and it might manifest. They literally did that, but what they didn't do it. They used what was there already. This goes along with what I was just telling you. When you're watching someone and they don't know you're watching them, and let's say you wish bad on them, sometimes the things that you say manifest in that person's life, that individual's life. You see what I mean? So imagine a whole group of Satanists that do that, and they're connected, and they know who's who, and who might be a threat, who knows what. Because they have, like I said, when you're watching someone, sometimes you could get the notion that you know things about them. Not the notion, you know things about that person by just watching them. When you're watching someone, observing someone or something like that, you can see things sometimes. It depends who it is, not you, but I can see things. So if I was watching someone and they didn't know I was watching them, sometimes I could see what they're thinking before they see it. You see what I mean? And if that works only if I'm focused on that individual. Now I could do that too without them being around me. You see what I mean? So that is the type of stuff they be doing. I do it for good, and they do it for bad. You see what I mean, right? So that thing is watching me. They literally speak this thing into motion, into existence. It literally creates itself from nothingness by somebody speaking. You could literally do that too. You could create something and it has like existence. It's like some kind of life. It's manifested out of energy, and it goes and does what you want. Now, I'm not advertising that you should do that, especially negative individuals, because they be doing that stuff. That's why I'm telling you this, so that you can know what they were doing. So they were like sending this devil thing at me, and this devil thing, this and like David Samadine was acting like Lucifer, this fucking loser that I used to know from back in the days, this piece of shit. Like he's really like vindictive, like really, really bad. So he could like play out like if he was Lucifer because of the level of negativity that he was on. And he was posing as one of my friends for a long time. And I know who I am. I'm the messenger of truth from this era, the real one, not Jesus, me. And since I'm the real messenger of truth, the Satanists set it up so that I grew up in a place in this life amongst them, because it was like a sort of like a trap. Not like a trap. I know exactly what's going on, but so they wanted me to grow up in this place. They were acting like they had me, like I'm here, and now they could do whatever they almost did, whatever, like certain things at me on, certain things to me. And so anyway, so I ended up meeting this David Samadine piece of shit, and he does witchcraft. Like I've seen him do witchcraft before and stuff like that. He's planted his sister's image in my mind once to see if I wanted to have sex with her and stuff like that. Like, yo, this guy, like, I'm telling you, who's the worst of the fucking worst. He goes by the name of Assassin Nemesis. Like he's telling you exactly what type of piece of shit he is. Like the worst of the worst, I'm telling you, like, but he posed as someone good. I'm on the side of truth, positivity. I knew from within that he was Lucifer, but on my physical body, I just, I had a little trouble understanding that I wasn't connected yet back then as I am now. You see what I mean? I had because I was disconnected. Sometimes I would be connected and I do certain things, and there were times when I wasn't, and a lot, because I got hit in the head when I was. It was set up that way, and they really did a number on me ever since a baby. Like as a baby, I had a hernia, and I wasn't supposed to be here. Like a lot of like innocent individuals who know who I am, or individuals from people from my side, even animals and stuff like that. Why are you here? You're not supposed to be here. They tell me, I know I'm not supposed to be here. I ki- I, I killed myself when I was a baby before I was born. Like I knew I was gonna be here. Like I'm not supposed to be here. Like oh no, I'm not supposed to be here. I know, and I tried to kill myself. I went, and my mom brought me back. My mom, she's the embodiment of nothingness. So it's like, and I represent the truth, and the truth is everything. So it's like everything from nothing. Get it? There was nothing, and then I was born. Now everything's here now because of me. So they come after me because of who I am, my level of self awareness, because I represent the truth of who I am. You know what I'm saying? And Lucifer tried to make it so that he could mess with me anytime he wants by saying things. So he would go and hypnotize certain individuals and stuff like that. He would speak because he's slick with, I'm telling you, the worst of the words. I mean the worst of the worst. Sorry. So he like Freemasons, David Samadine. It's one of, like it's it's one of them, either David or Freemasons that's doing this, and because like having the concrete evidence prove, because I knew within already who it was, but since they started messing with me and they've been coming at me with group like waves of like they have a group of individuals for a lot of things that I do. So like when I smoke weed, they got a group for that. When I decide to go to sleep, they literally have a program for that. Like literally, like if I go outside, they can't keep up outside the way, but they try to like, stay in my mind or behind my eye, my right eye, so they could see what I see. And they say things like these devil worshippers say things, and because, like I said, you could create uh something out of nothing by speaking it into existence, and our words have power. You see what I mean? Like they literally manifest energies and stuff like that. They went and learned how to use words as weapons. So by speaking, like I told you, like you can speak negativity into someone who doesn't know that you're watching. You see what I mean? And the negative words that you speak into that person's life may manifest sometimes. Not all the time it works. It doesn't work all the time, but sometimes when you're watching someone, you could trip them like just by you wanting them to be tripped, stuff like that. So these devils, these Satanists have been there for a very long time now, doing that type of shit to a lot of people. You heard it in the background right now. It will put you in a trance. You heard someone saying that right now, that they would put you, they would put not you, but they would put whoever it is in a trance or stuff like that, or hypnotize, you know, whoever it is that they did it to, and what I'm saying, do stuff like that, and go into the imagination like if they had no bounds, no obstructions and stuff. Like I used to do that. no problem. But since they've been coming at me, they really focused on not letting me, even though I could do what I want, but they focused on not letting me go into the imagination and do what I used to do, think on the level that I used to think. Even when I do certain things like make beats and rhyme to it and stuff like that, they got a protocol for that shit too. They got a program, a group of individuals for that too. They go and literally, or it's probably that devil thing that does it, or the David's computer. That's what I was gonna tell you about earlier too. They go and copy what I rhyme or the beat that I make, beatboxing and stuff like that, and when I rhyme to it and stuff like that, they'll go and they'll go and like they'll do like the most hateful shit you could think about, mess with someone's craft, like someone's skills or talent, and I'm the best. So when I rhyme, it's perfect. Like it's literally perfect. Like when I make a beat, you can feel the energy. I mean, it's like, like I'm not I know, I don't have to guess. Like I know how to do it. So I do it perfectly, and they don't want me to do it perfectly. So they go and copy my words and the energy that I project and try. And even when I talk, sometimes when I talk, they go and say something when I'm talking, so they could like tap into my energy. You see what I mean? Like, yo, they be doing some real hateful shit. Like real hateful shit. I mean, I'm telling you, they're from the negative side. So the type of shit they be doing, it's like the type of shit that you want to just go and kill for. And I mean kill. Like, yo, like you seen it in this video how I started itching when they said IE. Like they were just aiming at, something to make me itch or do something to me. You see what I mean? You witnessed that right here, and it was done through spoken words, watching me and spoken words, and imagining like if they have me, what you call it, like like if they're watching me and they can interact with me and shit like that, or whatever the fuck they were doing. You see what I mean? So you witnessed it. So, like, by watching someone, even if they're not in front of you, you could focus on someone and speak to them in that. Like, that's how telepathy works. You focused on me, you think of me, and you talk to me. Think of me and you talk to me, and now, while you thinking of me, I'll hear that you're talking about me because I know that you want to talk to me. So you see what I mean? So, anyways, so David Samadine, the Lucifer wannabe. Lucifer is not a real character. Is not real. It was a made up character. It's not even fucking a cartoon character. He went and started speaking curses at me, just like I told you, like because he would say certain stuff like that he would be here, but I won't know, and I won't be able to see him, but he would be here, and that because I'm the real truth. I represent the truth here. I'm the messenger of truth here, the real one, the real truth, the real messenger of truth here. I represent the truth. I represent God here in physical form, in human form, because I am who I am. David Samadine, being the devil that he is, he started to speak things. He wanted to strip me of my godhood, of my God powers, even though that's impossible and those are lies and it can't be done. But because words have power, and saying certain things, not that it could be done, but saying certain things, he started to say it like if he's me and I'm him, and that in order for him to be heard, that in order for anyone to hurt him, that I gotta be heard, so you gotta hurt me in order to hurt him. You see what I mean? Like that type of back and forth curse words type of shit. So he tried to make it seem like if he got my powers and I don't know anything, and like everywhere I see negativity, and I've been seeing negativity lately. Like I look at girls and I see sexual stuff that I don't even want to see. I look at babies sometimes, and it's not even sexual or anything, but I see pedophilia shit, and then they start to project the notion that I'm like some kind of perv or pedophile or child molester. And I'm not even like that. Like I don't even fucking do that type of shit. Just to let you know the truth. I never done that pedophilia shit. I'm not into babies and like come on, babies, come on, think about it. So that's the type of shit they be on. They're on the negative side. I'm on the positive side. So, imagine all the type of stuff that negative siders would do to someone who doesn't know. I know, so I could defend myself. I defend myself all the time. I'm not a lot. If I say all the time, they act like, oh, he lied, because not all the time. Like if I'm doing it all the time, you see. But you know what I mean. But they take it as, oh, he lied, or they. You see, they're negative siders. So they act like any little thing that and to us that's normal. I know what I mean. Yeah, they was like they trying to drive me crazy and shit with their reverse psychology bullshit. So so you know what I mean. So David Samadine went and spoke like that. He said they said a bunch of back and forth things like he's gonna be there every step of the way, like what I'm saying, with me every step of the way, and that he's gonna see everything that I think about before I think about it, and that he's gonna know what I'm about to say before I say it, and that because he's working with time and time is his ally, that he'll have enough time to prepare any trap before, or something perfectly to counter what I'm about to do or say. Like if I'm about to fight him instead of punch him in the face, he like he would go and do a bunch of things before I punch him in the face, and like before I hit him it's not him, and there's a bunch of other shit that what I'm saying, like he would do that type of shit through lies and deceptions. I'm straightforward. I go and fucking punch him in the face. You see what I mean? I don't that's how I do it. Like, and I could do it the other way too. I could use lies too, even though I represent the truth. But because the truth is about knowing, I could use lies because lies are not all negative. They're not all bad. You see what I mean? So I could use, it's like using bad against bad individuals against the devil. And that's a good thing. Get it? So everything in, like, not everything, but most things in life is neutral. Most things here are neutral. You could use it for good or you could use it for bad. You see what I mean? And I use the good side of things, like bad for good. There's such thing as good bad. You see what I mean? And I use it against the bad. So these Satanists have a network of devil worshippers, or those negative siders, and together like I told you, they have groups of individuals that either watch me, and they literally go and call out certain individual, like certain enemies from our past. They went and recruited them, and they put them to do certain things at certain times, at to me, and they literally go and try certain like different like strategies. They literally take their time to do this shit. They literally are about that life, that satanic life, all the way, not sparing one bit. When they are about that life, that satanic lifestyle, they're about that satanic lifestyle. Like I check out all the tricks that I told you they be doing. They be talking to each other, and a lot of people don't even know what they're doing. Even most Christians don't even know. They know that some of the people amongst it are bad or whatever, but they don't even know the whole satanic, how they operate, how they really are. They don't know. A lot of them, most of them. There's some Christians out there who actually pointed it out. They pointed out that the devil is amongst us, and there are some people among us who are not people that you think they are like, and they act like good people, but they are bad, and they really called it out because they saw the truth. They saw exactly what they're like. So now imagine millions of these devils around us, these satanists, these whatever the fuck they are. Imagine that working together, knowing about these occultic ways that you could watch someone or say certain things, and sometimes it may manifest like someone says something to another person, meaning bad, but that other person takes doesn't even know that he means it bad, and thinks it's a joke, or it doesn't, it takes like it's not even a big deal and stuff like that, but that other individual really means that bad thing, anyways. And that type of stuff, like there are some individuals amongst us who are the devil, who are the will of Satan, Lucifer, the devil, and they are about that devil, satanic, Lucifer lifestyle. Freemasons is the umbrella society for all Satanists, devil worshippers, Luciferians, the negative side. Freemasons. Not Freemasonry like the trade, like for carpentry or plumbing, construction. Like they do it, recruit those too, but they recruit, they try to go and recruit the best from each field. So from rap, they went and recruited Jay-Z. They went and recruited a bunch of politicians because politics, and the government and stuff like that. They wanted influence within the government. So in order to control the government, they went and recruited a bunch of politicians. So they went and started to assume control over the government through the puppets that they, or the individuals that they recruited. You see what I mean? They have to abide by their rules, because Satan is about being, the Satanist is about them being driven. My side, the positive side, is about me driving myself. I'm in control. Their side is about not being in control, about Satan controlling them. And they don't care about being in control. They just want to enjoy having sex whenever they want and acting foolish, not worrying about the truth and, money and showing off and hurting people and tricking people and being bad. That's the attitude of the devil. Some of them would even tell you that they're devils, they're on demon time. Whoever tells you they're on demon time, you should believe them. And you should stay far away from them. Whoever does this symbol, stay away from them. Whoever does this symbol, stay away from them. You see how I do it the opposite, right? So that it don't affect you in any negative way. You see how I did that, right? Because I'm self-aware. I know about this. When you do any of those symbols upright, it literally brings some kind of negative energy. Even though they're neutral symbols, I could use it for good too. But the enemy likes to believe like that's their symbol. You see what I mean? Like if they control it, and if you do it, it brings certain negative that they could work through and stuff like that. But that's only a what you would call it, a belief they have, that they could work through everything that's negative, and negativity itself is not only negative. It could be used for positivity. It literally you could use something like destroying something in order to build something. You see what I mean? It had to be destroyed. It had to be, say, you had to get it out the way in order to build something better. You see what negativity for good. You see what I mean? Is negativity is not only bad. You see what I mean? It could be used for good. So you see what I mean? So I'm well aware about what's going on, and I know how it works. How they've been using indirect energy manipulation, manipulating the things that people can't see physically, like creating imaginary weapons, creating spoken weapons. Like I told you, like David Samadine went and spoke a computer into existence. Like that's what he said, that he or sending things created out of nothing to go and watch people like that. Those are the type of things they be doing. Like those things, you tell them, oh, go watch them, or I want you to watch them. Don't let them think about anything that's above a certain level or whatever. And you give us instructions to follow, and that thing will literally sprout existence like out of energy, whatever, and go and try to do what you told it to do. You see what I mean? So David, like I said, he went and spoke a bunch of back and forth things, switching perverting words and shit. Like he wanted to pervert me, and, they were doing some crazy shit to lower my energy output, and like trying, like they would say, because I would say things like, I would say things sometimes that they wasn't even doing, and they would go and do it because they gotta use mockery. You see what I mean? So they would go and do it. They right now, because it's like it's 5 in the morning right now, because it's 5 in the morning right now, and most of them are asleep. I'm able to tell you all these things with less resistance than usual. You see what I mean? It makes perfect sense because they're sleeping right now, most of them. You see what I mean? So the night program didn't kick in because I didn't decide to go to sleep. The moment I decided to go to sleep, trust me, I would start, like, usually the program at night, the protocol at night for Julio going to sleep. The moment I make up my mind is they start to gossip things relative to some of the things that I may want to hear or may not. I don't even want to hear any of that shit when I'm about to go to sleep. I just want to go in the room and sleep. You see what I mean? But they got this thing that the protocol is that whenever I decide to go to sleep, they start to gossip and they start to say things. And even if I put on my earplugs on my ear, I hear it in my mind. It's you just can't get rid of the fucking voices, and it's blah blah and this that and this blah 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 and this one and he did this and this is how he do it, and some things that I don't even care to what to fucking think about or want to hear about when I'm about to go to sleep. But that's the type of shit, like I told you, they got a protocol for certain things that I do. If I masturbate, forget about it. They come like if they're fucking coming fucking on a horse, high horse and shit with like a knight in shining armor and shit. Like if they get a fuck, because after you masturbate you feel a little bit weaker, and or it depends me because because of who I am. They take it, they, like I said, they be saying things that if I do, I gotta feel that he has to feel weak, or they'll try to assimilate a bunch of negative things to try to like lower my energy or try to hurt me and shit. Sometimes like that's the type of shit that we're doing. Sometimes when I let me see, cause like yeah, I'm telling you, they be doing some crazy shit. And I invited them to do this so I could see the extent of what they're able to do. And they don't really, they can't really do too much. I mean, it looks like if they could, but it's not true. It's all like imaginary, and in that you have to believe that they have power in order for them to look like they have power. And that only works if you believe. And even if you believe, it's like you hurting yourself. because you're not supposed to believe the liars. You're not supposed to believe the devil. You see what I mean? So so yeah, that's what they be doing. They want so like the like what I told you about earlier, planting the seed. They want me to believe or give attention or put my attention on what they're doing, what they want to do. Like if like I said before, that they were watching my brains and and reacting to my brain patterns and stuff like that. They literally put that into motion before. They literally put that into this imaginary computer that they had. And they were doing it in other ways too, like trying to watch, but they can't do it. It's not, they're not fucking computers. You see what I mean? So it's different. So they would go and imagine a computer, and like if they're putting like some of the things that I do, like certain energies, like oh, this energy right here that he created when he said this, right here, don't let him do that. And if if his brain patterns go into a certain direction, like I'm telling you right now, because I know they might go and try to do this shit too, but it's too late because I keep fighting back. And plus I fought back and I destroyed a lot of their advancements. So they can't do it the way they used to. They lost a lot of information. You see right there, it feels like one of them is coming over here so you could see, like scoop what I said and put it into motion. And right now I'm sending something to go destroy that. Something perfectly made to destroy all of that. I literally just created something perfectly made to go destroy all of that. The one that came over here, what he was doing, what he tried to do, and that's what just happened right now. And now I'm gonna restore myself right now in front of you. Now I'm restored. You see, that's how it works. I speak it and it happens. But don't think that you say something and it just that's the way it is. Sometimes, yeah, if nobody knows that you said it, and if because they're focused on me. So if I say something, so, most of the times if they're focused on me and I say something, they might go and try to say something, to counter what I said. You see what I mean? So it becomes a war of words. I say something, they say something, and I gotta say something slicker, and they try to look for a solution. Or if I do it without them knowing, they do go and look for the words, the perfect words that I said and stuff, and in what way and stuff like that. How I said it and how I said it and what type of energies you see, and they go and literally start to look to put together what it is that I said, how I said it, what is it that I created. They literally go into those type of fields. Like they really do that shit. Like detectives, yeah. Like he did something. Oh, let's see. And then they start looking for the words. What did he do? Is it a thing? Is it a machine? Is it this? And they literally go in and start guessing until they find the energy of what it is that I created. You see what I mean? So then I go like now I would go and cancel the energy or hide the energy of what I created, so that whenever they go and look for the words or the energy that guides them and stuff, they can't find it. You see what I mean? So now from now on, the energy of everything that I create or I say against them, they won't be able to know. They won't be able to be guided by that energy. You see what I mean? Because like they would go and guess, and whenever they stumble across a word or energy that I was using was, I just farted. I'm that real. So sometimes they would use like I said, guessing. They would guess this, that, this word. Oh, he said this, and because they go off what it feels like. This is about to be a 40-minute video, but this has been a very educational video for a lot of you guys. I don't even need to post this, but I will. And you guys know what I mean, the positive siders. You guys know everything I said in this video. Yes. You see, they tried to say no when I said it, before I said it. So you guys know exactly what I mean, and you're now, no matter what the enemy said or did, you know the truth now. What I said, what I mean, my message, you know, and there's no way to take it back or to delete it, stop you from knowing, or to relate it to you, because you know already. And matter of fact, I'm gonna make it so that you know at the perfect time, uh, as needed. You know exactly what you need to know when you need to know it, and the enemy won't be able to stop you from knowing it. You see, because like I said, I told you right now, they would go to whoever it is I told it to, and try to like tell them what I told, what they know, instead of them knowing. They would go and tell them and narrate it or relate the message or what it is they know, and try to make them rely on them for the truth, what they know already, instead of knowing it and, reacting to it or acting according to what they know. You see what I mean? Like devils, they're devil worshippers, Satanists. I'm on the side of truth, honesty, confidence, good. They're on the side of negativity, bad, lies, deceptions, all that negative stuff that good siders don't want to be around. That's why a lot of people don't want to say things like when they want not say things because I don't like saying things, but a lot of people don't want to go in the mind because they don't know about it. But you should know about the mind, the spirit, the inner world, because the enemy likes to act like if they could control it, like if that's their domain and shit like that. And in reality, it's not. It's a neutral place. It could be used for good or bad. You see what I mean? Like I told you before, I use it for good. They use it for bad. So we have to unite and beat the enemy in all areas. Everywhere they ever went, everything they ever said, every curse, every back and forth curse that, that beyond this point they won't be able to know anything and will be too far. And like, nah, will be exactly where you are, eliminating you, punishing you exactly as it should be. Because they can't escape. It doesn't matter what they said, how long they said it for, what type of fronts they put in front to try to like defend themselves. They're not like us. Negative siders are only one way. My side, we could do the good bad thing. You see what I mean? We could do we're good. That's without a question. We're good no matter what. I know what side I'm on no matter what. That's the side I'm on. And that's the way I am. I can't be changed. That's the way I am. You see what I mean? I know what side I'm on. I'm good. And I could do bad to them because that's good. So I could do bad and still be good because I know what side I'm on. I'm not a Satanist. There's a big difference between being bad and being a Satanist, a devil worshiper. Someone who's bad could still be good because they're not as bad as they are. They just bad, you know what I'm saying? They do bad things or act bad, and, part of culture, whatever. They want to fight a lot, but then it doesn't mean they're bad. That doesn't mean that they're satanic, evil. Like, you know what I'm saying? They do good. They could probably do good too. There's a difference between being bad and being a Satanist. Really big difference. Once you join the satanic side, that's different. But a lot of people that join their side, they're tricked into it because you're not supposed to know that you're going into a satanic side. Sometimes they do tell them, but anyways, I'm telling you so much information. Now you know the real truth, people. The truth is God.